Hello, I'm Certified Life Coach William Rees from Keylight. I work with visionary men and women all around the world. If you're wondering if you're a visionary, you are. Everyone is, in big ways and in small ways, and I'll be talking about that more in a lot of my videos, or you can look at my website, keylight.life. This past year has really changed everyone, every industry, including coaching. Before the world changed, in-person coaching was the only way I could imagine doing things. This world is so digital and we're so disconnected with our phones and scrolling through this app, scrolling through that app, to really take time and give a client time to sit down and have a human one-on-one interaction where the client can just investigate themselves and their feelings and have space be held for what they want to explore was so important. And I noticed that a lot of coaches, even before this world turned upside down, did their coaching over the phone, which I think there's so much information a coach can't receive over the phone. You don't see the body language, you don't see the facial expressions. And those are really important clues that a coach uses to help a client move towards where that client wants to go. So the million-dollar question is, does online coaching work? Or is it just a pale imitation of one-on-one in-person coaching? I was surprised to learn just how equally as powerful online coaching was when I was being coached or when I was working with clients. So how can that be? How can, if we're disconnected by miles or sometimes countries, depending on the client, can coaching still be such a powerful process? And here's my take on things. Unlike a chat, a conversation, maybe even a therapy session, the coaching methodology as defined by the International Coach Federation is really such a gentle process without all the back and forth and chatter and conversation going here and there. Coaching really allows the client to enter this different state that they don't get to enter just thinking to themselves or talking with a friend or even talking with a therapist. It's almost hypnotic. I mean, it isn't. It's almost trance-like, although it isn't. It really brings you inward into these different corners and corridors of your mind and your heart and your soul. Where the coach is, whether they're in the room with you or not, whether there's a computer screen or an iPad screen, it all just melts away because you as a client are so deeply accessing these really important parts of your thoughts and your feelings and your needs and the visions you have for your life. And I saw that right away when we had to move to coaching virtually. If you think about a certain movie you saw and you loved it, it made you laugh or it made you cry, it made you think. When you think about that movie and you think about how you felt, do you know on what inch TV screen you watched it on, or exactly how close you were to the screen in the cinema? It doesn't matter how big the screen was or how close you were to it. It was an emotional experience. It was a life experience. And I think one thing we've learned this year is you can have these really important, profound, educational, emotional experiences virtually with an online coach. And that's what's so valuable about coaching, whether it's in person or online, is your mindset gets to change and your soul gets to grow. And it's really the gentle presence of the coach that allows that growth to happen. If you're curious about online coaching or coaching in general, I know it's a very sort of misunderstood methodology. You can check out keylight.life, text me, email me. I love talking about coaching.